Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Pew Brothers. Today we're going to be reviewing the CZ P10F full-size handgun offered by CZ Striker Fired. I'm excited to get this thing down on the range. Now, before we do so, stop right now. I need you to go down in the comments, right down here. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to subscribe, because Pew Brothers is going crazy right now, and I want to make sure you're inside the action. Stay tuned for the video. Let's get it. The CZ P10F, if I had to sum it up in one word, is versatile. This gun was built for function. I find the CZ P10F to be a budget-friendly, striker-fired, full-size polymer handgun that I wished I'd have picked up a lot sooner. The gun is versatile to meet the needs, whether it's dictated on hand size or shooter orientation, left or right-handed. You know, the magazine release can be switched in just a couple minutes from left to right. Ambidextrous slide release. I think one of the more standout features about this firearm, just from your first impression, is the texturing. The texturing as it applies to the serrations, the texturing as it applies to the grip. Starting out with the serrations up top, I like that it has directional serrations in both the front and the rear of the firearm. It definitely gives you the surface area you need to be able to rack that slide to the rear and go to town. Big boy ain't too bad on those shots. Check out that mag reload. Range Chronicles. Ethan's rushing me. He looks like Grand Thumb's knockoff.
I'm not even really a Grand Thumb fan.
And he keeps criticizing me about drills. Probably have to go see the therapist about this one. I won't pick on our counterfeit flannel daddy too much. In all seriousness, Ethan's a great guy. Love working with him and the staff over at Money Quick. Another feature I'd like to point out is the oversized trigger guard. I typically don't shoot with gloves, but I did it just to see how it would operate with those on. Some other firearms I have trouble getting inside the trigger well. This right here was hands down the easiest I've ever been able to access and articulate the trigger. The versatility in the grip. So I have fairly large hands, and it felt right at home for me. It was comfortable, and I had so much purchase on the gun. I felt in control. It was a natural pointer for me. It was very easy for me to get up on target. I also had individuals that shot it, including females with smaller hands, and they were still able to access and articulate the trigger in a way that felt comfortable for them. So, though it does fit well in a larger size hand, it gives plenty of movement and accessibility due to the curvature of the grip, so that it really can't be conformed for anyone. Go ahead. I don't care what the cost of the equipment is, it never gets easier placing a piece of equipment like a camera downrange knowing you're going to be shooting at it. I don't care how good of a shot you are. Issues like this here make it even a little bit tougher the next time you're ready to do it. So when you're shooting steel plates and they go swingy swing, swingy swing, don't set your GoPro up here, because sometimes they go yoink. In addition to its size, one of the things that probably drew me to the CZ P10F was the magazine capacity. 19+1 inside the kit, or the model that I got 3 of these magazines. Another reason why I think it's a phenomenal purchase. The two things that I'm looking out for right now for this CZ P10F, I'm interested to know what you guys are running on this model for your optic. Let me know what you guys have. Post pictures. Let me see what direction I need to go in. The next thing, all my firearms that I carry have lights on them. What are you guys running for the light? I'm a Streamlight fan at heart. Don't crucify me. At least I'm not an O-light guy. Just kidding on that too. Not really.
Can't see that one.
This is my first CZ that I've ever owned. It might even be the first CZ I've ever shot. It had a terrible trigger out of the box. I'm not going to lie to you. It was absolutely just terrible. 200 round, maybe about 175 rounds. I started feeling that wall breaking in. And incrementally, as I continued to increase that round count, gaining my familiarity with it, become like butter. One of my favorite triggers now. Sometimes you got to suck it up for the footage. Doc's here plinking away with the CZ P10. One of his last rounds come out, flips perfectly, and sits on my arm. Had to keep the arm there. Had to endure the little bit of brass burn. Actually, it was steel sizzle.
Burn!
Anyway,
Oh, it burns! Burn! Oh, it burns!
did good. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to watch this episode of Pew Brothers. CZ P10, it surprised me. I was sleeping on this brand for so long. If you've been following our social media platform, we've recently jumped over on the Scorpion, and who knows, we might have a video from that coming pretty soon. If you're in the market for a full-size handgun, I definitely would recommend you take a look at the CZ P10. Over the last 2 months, I've probably put about 2,300 rounds through this, and I'm excited to see where CZ takes me in the future. Keep up with the channel. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Gab, Rumble, and as always, plink responsibly.